What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Talking with My Hans channel. Believe it or not, I was going to make a video today. It's the 10th of February 2021. I was going to make a video about Gina Carano and her statements about Jews during the 1930s in Germany and some of the other things she's been involved in, and it looks like Disney beat me to the punch. So let's get into it.
Who's scruffy looking?
First of all, thank you for subscribing. If you're not subscribed yet, feel free to do so down below. It really helps out with the algorithm, and I want to reach as many Star Wars fans as possible, so that's the best way that you can help me do that. But like I said, I was going to make a video today, believe it or not, about Gina Carano and sort of her antics in the Star Wars community so far, and Disney completely beat me to the punch. If you haven't heard, I'm sure you have. Gina Carano is no longer a part of the Star Wars franchise. She was fired by Disney Lucasfilm, and she is not going to be in The Mandalorian Season 3. No word on the character of Cara Dune. I would imagine they would recast. We're going to get into that. But obviously, you all know why she was fired. She made some pretty... I guess I should say she didn't make them, but she reposted a pretty tone-deaf and pretty anti-Semitic post on her Instagram. I hate to say it, but it's kind of par for the course for Gina. There's a lot of stuff I want to say about it, so we're going to get into it. No script today. I'm just going to talk and see how this goes. I really shouldn't even do an intro for this because unless you've been living under a rock, you kind of know what goes on with Gina Carano. For a long time now, she's been sort of kind of controversial is not the right word, but she's pressed on a lot of hot button issues. COVID, the vaccines, sort of her belief in government policies or her disbelief in government policies. She's also been pretty tone deaf when it comes to LGBTQ communities and trans rights and all those sorts of things. Just today, the anti-Semitic comments on her Instagram are just the icing on the cake, really. They're the tip of the iceberg. There is a whole rabbit hole you can go down to see what Gina Carano has done. And it's really, I hate to say it, but not acceptable from a member of Disney Lucasfilm or any professional ever. I'll tell you what, in any profession, not just acting and being famous, in any profession, if somebody had posted what she posted on her Instagram or continued to say things the way she has been saying them for the last few months, anybody would be facing backlash at their job. The fact that she's famous makes it worse. The fact that she's a public figure makes it worse. You have to have some more common sense. And you're gonna see a lot of this on the internet. You're gonna see, oh, she was harassed. Oh, she's just sharing her political beliefs. And I will give you this, politics in the last 10 years or so, at least within my lifetime, have gotten very personal. The line between personal beliefs and politics does not exist anymore. They are one and the same. So making a political statement is completely the same as hurting someone's feelings and being offensive. It's the same thing now. Whether you like it or not, that's how it is. And I'm okay with that because some of the things that Gina Carano has reposted and has said on her Twitter account have been incredibly hurtful. No matter what era you're talking about, what kind of politics you're talking about, her stuff has been incredibly hurtful, and this has been a long time coming. She just cannot be in the public eye anymore. And especially for a company like Disney. I mean, Disney is a company that's all about inclusivity and diversity and being welcoming, and she just does not exhibit any of those qualities. It's sort of fake when it comes to her. She's not very genuine when she talks about that kind of stuff. And really, the rabbit hole here is so deep. All you have to do is go into Gina Carano's Twitter account or her Instagram account and just see what she has liked. in the past. Not just what she has posted, but what she has liked. Now I get it. A like does not mean that you endorse it or that you believe that. A like is just a like. You just press the button. It doesn't mean anything. But if you're a believer in the fact that a like on Twitter or a like on Instagram somehow means that you believe those same things, then it's a pretty scary hole to go down to in her likes. I mean, there are some pretty radical things that are being said in her like section on Twitter and Instagram and whatnot. It is a scary place to go down to. And it's just flat out not acceptable. And the fact that this is going on for this long is not alarming, but it's kind of saddening to see how long this has been going on. Fans have really not been too keen on Gina as Cara Dune for a while because of the comments that she has made and the things she has liked and what she has done on social media. It's not been a good past few months, and I guess this was the straw that broke the camel's back, and there really was no way to get around this one. I mean, the post was just kind of horrific, and it was just totally not accurate at all, and it was hurtful, and I'm not going to show it. I'm not going to show it on screen. I'm sorry. You can go look at it if you want, but it's just a horrible post. I don't know what goes through a person's mind to repost that on their Instagram, especially a public figure. It's just tough. I don't know how you defend that. And like I said, you're gonna hear a lot on Facebook. You're gonna hear a lot on YouTube and on Twitter that Gina Carano was harassed and that she's the victim of this situation and that this should have never happened, it should have never gone this far, and that maybe she stepped a couple bounds, but this is not yada 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 caused her to be fired, whatever. That's cap. That's bull. I'm sorry. What she has liked, what she has posted is just not acceptable from any profession, especially being a public figure. You cannot say the things that she has said and get away with it because it's not politics. I know I said a while ago that politics and personal beliefs, the line has been completely blurred. There is no line anymore. But guess what? That's the way it is. If you say something hurtful now, whether you think it's political beliefs or not, it is hurtful. Someone is going to get hurt. And if you're a public figure, you cannot do that, especially for a multi-billion-dollar company like Disney. Now, as for what they're going to do with Cara Dune, I don't know how much they're going to use Cara Dune in the future. I don't think that she's a necessary character for The Mandalorian, but I do think she adds something to the show. I think Cara Dune as a character needs to be in The Mandalorian. I think she represents an important part of the Star Wars galaxy. I think having that New Republic presence with The Mandalorian offsetted with Grief Karga as sort of the bounty hunter side of the galaxy is an important contrast to have in the show. I really think that's important. Could they recast? Absolutely. If they got rid of Cara Dune completely, I totally understand. She's not a character that deserves an on-screen death or a send-off. She's just sort of a side character. So if they, pulled something out of thin air and said, oh, she joined the New Republic and we're probably not going to see her for a while, fine. I can believe that. I can absolutely believe that. Let me close with this, just a couple of closing thoughts. Disney and Lucasfilm is a better company without Gina Carano. I'm going to say that right now. They are a better company without her in it. She was a stain on that image of the show. There are so many great people in that show, so many fantastic actors and even better people in that show that she stained. I'm so glad she is out. The acting in the show just got 10 times better. I've said that on this channel. She has been one of the weak points acting-wise in the show for a long time. And here's what I'm going to end on, my final point for today. If you believe anything that Gina Carano has ever posted or liked on Twitter, if you wholeheartedly endorse what she is doing, whether that's not believing in COVID, whether that's being not inclusive to members of the LGBTQ community, whether that's being anti-Semitic, racist, I don't want you here. I don't care. You are not allowed on this channel. I don't want your viewership. I don't want your likes. If you have anything to do with that, if you think that she deserves to be redeemed, that you think that this is a sham, please leave. I'm sorry. We don't stand for that on this channel. I'm not about it. I'm about inclusivity. I'm about being Star Wars for everyone. And she does not believe that. Her actions do not believe that. I'm sorry, but that's the way it has to be. Everyone, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope to see you again, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.